Hello friends, welcome back. In this session, let's try to solve some simple example based on the standard result whatever we have learned in the last session. So these are the two results which we have gone through. Limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x to the power of 1 by x equal to e, and also limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power of x equal to e. So this is the problem we have to solve. First let us see which formula we have to apply here. Now I see x tends to 0, so I will prefer to use this formula. Okay. Now I have to manipulate whatever the function given to me in the form of 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x. First I don't see 1 there, so I love to add 1 and subtract. So that will be my first step. I will do limit x tends to 0, I will say 1 plus, I just make this as flower bracket so that I can write it as a sin bx plus cos x minus 1 whole to the power of 1 by x. Now this makes me a little bit happy because I am able to get 1, but that tells me that my x is equal to this whole expression a sin bx plus cos x minus 1. So now x equal to a sin bx plus cos x minus 1. So that tells me 1 by x should be 1 by of this. Okay. Now let me go to the next step. What I will do in the next step is, now I want to get this in the form of limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x. But what is our x? Our x is a sin bx plus cos x minus 1. So first let us try to write in that format so that we can get e, convert that into e. So what I will do, I will say limit x tends to 0. First let me write it down, 1 plus, I will say a sin bx plus cos x minus 1. Now I can convert this into e when I do 1 by x. 1 by x is nothing but a sin bx plus cos x minus 1. So this will make sure that everything in this box will become e. Let me just put it with another color. Now this makes sure that this whole thing will become e. Now only the problem is I don't have this term here. I just placed the term because I want to simplify it. So I should nullify it. So I have to do one more now. So I'll take a square bracket and say to the power of this whole thing. What I should do again now is a sin bx plus cos x minus 1 divided by, now you can see that by doing this I have made sure that I haven't modified the earlier whatever the expression. Only the thing is the 1 by x is missing. So I will say this way. So I hope you are okay, comfortable with that. Please have a look at that. What I have done, now I have added 1 so that I can get my x. X is nothing but equal to a sin bx plus cos x minus 1. The form I have to get into is 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x. So I should write 1 by x, then only I can convert this into e, limit of that as x tends to 0. Now this becomes e, but I don't have a sin bx plus cos x minus 1 as 1 by, this is not available to me. So I should multiply it again so that I can nullify it. Now the next step will be limit of Now we know that this whole expression in the blue box will become e, so it will be e to the power of limit. Now this is taken care already, e to the power of limit of whatever I have there, that is a sin bx plus cos x minus 1 by x. I will try to separate them so that I can simplify. Now limit of this as x tends to 0. Now you can ask me, when you say 1 plus x to the power of 1 by x, your x should tend to 0, right? Yes, you are exactly right. If x tends to 0, you can see that a sin bx plus b cos x minus 1 also tends to 0. You can put that, but that is implicit. If you substitute x equal to 0, let us see, a into 0 is 0. 0 plus, okay, then we have b into 1 minute, a sin bx plus cos x. So cos x is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So you can see that a sin bx plus cos x minus 1 also tends to 0. So that is why we haven't specified in some problems, but that is implicit. Whenever you are converting, automatically it will tend to the same value 0. Okay, now let's come back to the next step. Now what I have to do here, I have to simplify this. So this is not equal to, nothing but equal to, I have to pardon me for that. Now let us see this, a sin bx by x. So a sin bx, I will separate them, I will say limit of a sin bx. Now I have x, but for the formula to become 1, I need a b. So I have to divide with b and I have to multiply with b. I hope you are okay with that. Then you will have next, the next one you have is 1 minus cos x or minus cos x minus 1. What is cos x minus 1? Let us check. Cos x minus 1 is minus of 1 minus cos x. That is equal to minus of 2 sin square x by 2. So can I say minus 2 into sin square x by 2 by x. So I'll try to simplify that. Again there is one limit here as x tends to 0. So this is separate. Okay. If I go to next step, let's go to the next step and see where we are. Now let me write down here in different color. We'll close this now. E to the power of, now you can see here a sin bx by bx is 1. So it becomes e power ab plus, now the problem with this, whatever we have, minus 2 sin square x by 2, I can write it as sin x by 2 into sin x by 2. Then I have one x, so I can write it as x by 2 into 2. Now this will become 1, but sin x by 2 will be 0. So you will have ab plus 0, that will be e power ab. So let me again look into this part. Minus 2 sin square x by 2 by x. By this time you should be very familiar with this because we have done so many problems like that. Now sin square x by 2 is sin x by 2 into sin x by 2. I want to make sin x by 2 by x by 2 as 1. So I have to change x as 2 into x by 2 so that I can take this box as 1. Now 2 cancels, but unfortunately as x tends to 0, sin x by 2 tends to 0. Now you can ask me, why can't you do it here only, why we have came here? Because 0 by 0 is indeterminate form, so you have to convert that. Now you see in the denominator I don't have, and I am just going by numerator x equal to 0, I am telling that it's a 0. But in the denominator you can see very clearly there is nothing, it's 1. Because 2 cancels, sin x by 2 x by 2 is 1. So you are left with 1 there. So whenever even I haven't cancelled and I just said this is equal to 0 also, please make sure that your denominator is completely taken care whenever you are simplifying. So that's how we can see that the solution for this problem is e power AB. Let me just summarize this, what we have done, so that we can go to the next one. We have been asked to find out the value of limit x tends to 0 cos x plus a sin bx whole to the power of 1 by x. Now the formula says 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x. First of all, I don't see 1. So I said let me add 1 and let me subtract 1. If I added 1, so the remaining whatever the expression I have, that should be my new x. If that is my new x, I should have to the power of 1 by again x. But I don't have it. But I placed it so that I can convert that into e. When I have placed that, I should also nullify it by multiplying. When you divide, you should also multiply. Now what is left out is everything in blue box will become e. Now you have to find out e to the power of limit of a sin bx by x plus cos x minus 1 by x. You can check that cos x minus 1 by x, when you apply x equal to 0, will be nothing but equal to 0. A sin bx by x will be ab. So you have e to the power of ab plus 0, that is nothing but e power ab. So I'll catch you in the, let's do one more example. I think we hope we have enough time for one more example. Let us do one or two examples more so that we can close this topic and move to continuity. Look at this example. Now earlier example we have taken x tends to 0, so I tried to take an example which you can use second standard result. So x tends to infinity, the formula should be 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power of x. Again same logic, I don't see 1, so if I add and subtract 1, or I can use a little bit of tweaking I can do, and I can convert this as 1 plus, what is that, 3x plus 2 minus 6. So I can write it as minus 6 by 3x plus 2 whole to the power of x plus 1 divided by 3. Now how we got that? Let me just explain you. 3x minus 4 divided by 3x plus 2. Whenever you see some simple where you have the x terms are equal and only the constant is changing, you can manipulate that and say 3x plus 2 minus 6 by 3x plus 2. So that is nothing but 1 plus minus 6 by 3x plus 2. That's how we got it. Let me just erase that so we can move. Okay, let's go back. Now once we got it, now what is the formula we should be in? We should be in 1 plus 1 by x. So my 1 by x is now minus of 6 by 3x plus 2. To the power of, I should have x. So what I will do first thing first is I'll put down x there, then I'll nullify it so that it will not modify the expression. So for that, my next step will be limit x tends to infinity. I will say first x 1 plus minus of 6 divided by 3x plus 2. So this to the power of, what I should have, 1 by x, 1 by, this is 1 by x, whatever I have, so I should have x. Can I say 3x plus 2 by minus 6? Now this will take care that limit of this will become e, but I don't have 3x plus 2 by minus 6, so I have to nullify that. So it will become minus 6 by 3x plus 2. I have to multiply again so that I can cancel it out. And we already have x plus 1 by 3. So I have to write down x plus 1 by 3 as it is. Now next step will be, we know that this blue box is e, because it is in the form of 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x. Now you can see that, now you can ask me same question again, 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x, x should tend to infinity. Now substitute that. If you substitute x equal to 3x plus 2 by minus 6, that also tends to infinity. So you can see that 3 into infinity, very big value into infinity divided by 6 makes it more bigger. So this whole expression will become e now, and I will have e to the power of limit of x tends to infinity. What I am left out with? I am left out with minus 6 by 3x plus 2 multiplied with x plus 1 divided by 3. So this next step is e power limit x tends to infinity. 3 I can say minus 2 times, and I can write x plus 1 as 1 plus 1 by x, and 3x plus 2 as 3 plus 2 by x. We know that how to do. You can take x out and you can do that. So the next step will be e power limit x tends to infinity. Now 1 plus 1 by x is 1, because as x tends to infinity, 1 by x tends to 0. Similarly, as x tends to infinity, 2 by x tends to 0. So it becomes minus 2 into 1 divided by 3. So solution for that will be e power minus 2 by 3. Let me just repeat again, summarize this. We have been asked to find out the limit as x tends to infinity, 3x minus 4 divided by 3x plus 2 whole to the power of x plus 1 by 3. Now the formula I know I have to apply, as it is in the form of 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power of x tends to infinity. Now first I don't see 1 there, so I just try to manipulate whatever the given expression in such a way that I can get it in the form of 1 plus 1 by x. Now once I have 1 plus 1 by x, I should have to the power of x, so that I can say the limit of this is equal to e. But unfortunately I don't have it, so I have to nullify it again. To the power of same thing in reciprocal, that I have to multiply with x plus 1 by 3, which is already existing. Now you can see the term whole thing in blue box, the limit of that will become e. Now you are left with to find out the limit of, so this whole expression you want to find out the limits. Now you have done for the blue box. You are left with, oh, give me a minute, I did just a small mistake there. Let me just fix it. What I did is, this thing is, this is e. Okay, I hope you are not confused by that. It's just a typo. When I was doing it, I just missed it. Okay, now you can see the blue box will become e, and you are left with e to the power of, now you have to find out the limit of minus 6 by 3x plus 2 into x plus 1 by 3. Then, you know these problems where x tends to infinity, you know you have to take out the highest power and convert that into 1 by x or 1 by x square, so that you can say they tend to 0. Now we do that, we will get e power minus 2 by 3. Let's do one more problem and we will solve it up. One very interesting problem. Let us solve this interesting problem. We have been asked to find out the limit as x tends to a, sin x by sin a whole to the power of 1 by x minus a. Now, if whenever I see x not tending to either 0 or infinity, so this should be a better approach. So what I will do, I will say as x tends to a, I want to have a y tend to 0. For that, x minus a should be equal to y. So I will convert that now, and I will say limit x tends to a, instead of that it will become y tends to 0, and the function sin of x will become now sin of a plus y divided by sin a whole to the power of 1 by x minus a, or nothing but 1 by y. So next step will be, now you can see I want to have the form of, as y tends to 0, 1 plus y whole to the power of 1 by y. Now I don't have 1 there, so as usual I will try to work on my 1. So I will say limit y tends to 0, 1 plus sin y divided by sin a minus 1 whole to the power of 1 by y. That's nothing but equal to limit of y tends to 0. Now I'll have 1 plus sin y minus sin a by sin of a in parenthesis, then I will have 1 by y. Now if you convert this into the formula what we want, 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x, you can see that from the formula what we know, 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x, the x is equal to sin y minus sin a divided by sin a. This is the x. Now what I want? I have to place it in the form of 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x. So let me just write it down. I will say limit of y tends to 0. I'll not put any brackets because I don't know how many levels it will go. Let us see. First I will have 1 plus sin y, that is sin y minus sin a divided by sin a to the power of 1 by x. That means it is sin a divided by sin y minus sin a. This will make sure that this term will become, that term will become e, but I don't have it there, so I should nullify it. So what I have to write? My next statement will be sin of y minus sin of a by sin of a, just to make sure that we nullified this. Now to the power of 1 by y I have, so can I write it as into y there. So if you simplify that, this whole thing in blue parenthesis will become e. So you are left with e power sin y minus sin a divided by y sin a. Now this is what we have to find out, the limit of this as y tends to 0. Just remember that, we will continue from there. So we have simplified and we arrived to this particular point where we have to find out the limit of this. So I'll just go ahead with that. I will say next step will be limit of y tends to 0. I have to find out e power limit of sin y minus sin a. If you do a little bit of transformations, so this will be, just 1 minute, okay, sin of x minus sin of a, so x should be a plus y. That seems to be a typo, we will fix it here. It will be sin of a plus y minus sin of a by y into sin of a. Now if you try to simplify that, you will have e to the power of limit y tends to 0 sin c minus sin d. As part of transformation, you know that that is 2 cos c plus d by 2, that is a plus y by 2. So can I say a plus y by 2, 2 cos a plus y by 2, I can say it as 2 cos a plus y by 2, and next I will have a plus y minus a by 2. So that will give me sin y by 2, and I will have sin a into y in the denominator. Okay. Now let's try to separate this and apply the try to separate them and try to apply the limits on them. It will be e to the power of limit. One will be y to the power y, as y tends to 0. I can take 2. Okay, then I will have 1 is 2 cos a plus y by 2 by sin a, and the other one will be sin of y by 2. I have already y with me, but I want y by 2, so I will multiply with 2. So next step will be, you know that sin of y by 2 by y by 2 equal to 1. So what is left out here is 1 by 2. What is left out here is 2. When you apply limit, there is another limit here, limit as y tends to 0. Okay. Now when you apply this, y becomes 0. This is cos a by sin a. 2 will cancel. You are left with e to the power of cot a. So the solution for that is e to the power of cot a. Now where we have left here, this some typo here, it should be sin of a plus y minus sin a, because we started with sin x minus sin a and we know x equal to a plus y. Because we took x minus a equal to y, x should be a plus y. So some typo there, I fixed it. Sin of a plus y minus sin y sin a. That is what we have to again find out the limit. So we have done that by using little bit of trigonometry, and we can see that the solution of that is e power cot a. How we got it? We have applied transformation from sum to product. You have 2 cos a plus y by 2 sin y by 2 by y. Now I can make this as 1, the limit of this as 1 if I have y by 2 in the denominator. So I multiplied with 2 here, and as y becomes 0, this will, the expression cos of a plus y by 2 will become cos a. So you will have 2 to cancel, you will have cos a by sin a, that is e power cot a. So that's how we can solve some simple examples related to the standard results. What we have, standard results of exponential, that is 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by x and 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power of x. Limit as x tends to 0 and x tends to infinity respectively, they both are equal to e. So in the next session we will look into continuity of functions. Thanks for your time. Bye for now. I'll catch you again.